Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically create HubSpot contacts and MailerLite subscribers for email leads. So I am an owner of an event management company and I receive the leads data through email that I receive by my clients and customers with the help of Gmail. So here my objective is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new email with the lead details, I want to add that lead as a contact in my HubSpot account. With that, I also want to create a subscriber in my MailerLite account, and I also want to notify my team on Slack telling them the new lead has been received to us. And if I'm going to do this manually, it is going to take me a lot of time. So what I did was, I simply created an automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation, what we are going to learn is that as soon as we're going to receive a new lead with the help of the email, and we're going to fetch the data of the lead details with the help of email parser, okay? So as we're going to receive a new lead, I want to add that lead as a contact in my HubSpot account. With that, I want to also add a subscriber in my MailerLite account of that same lead. And with that, I also want to notify my team on Slack telling them the new lead has been generated. And for that, we're going to create an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically create HubSpot contacts and MailerLite subscribers from email leads. So I'm an owner of an event management company that frequently receive lead details via email. With the help of this automation, as soon as a lead email arrives, the contact is instantly added of that lead in my HubSpot for follow-ups. And it has also been subscribed to my MailerLite list for event updates. And my team has also been notified on Slack related to the lead details and the new lead being generated. This ensures that every lead is promptly attended, nurtured through email campaigns, and that your team stays informed in real time. And we're going to create this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on the top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Automatically Create HubSpot Contacts and MailerLite Subscribers from Email Leads. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click right over here. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Automations for Lead Management as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to our workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create. In order to create a workflow is created in the name of Automatically Create HubSpot Contacts and MailerLite Subscribers from Email Leads, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, I am going to select it as email parser. As with the help of this amazing feature by Pabbly, we can fetch the data of the emails that we are receiving in our Gmail account. So as I want to fetch the data of the emails that I'm going to receive in my Gmail account, so I'm going to select over here the email parser. Okay, after selecting the trigger application, for the trigger event, what we are going to do is, we are going to select it as new email. So as whenever a new email is going to be forwarded to us on our Gmail account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So now to fetch the data of the emails that we're going to receive in our Gmail account, you can see that a forwarding email has been given to us on which all the emails are going to be forwarded. So I'm going to copy this email from here. With the help of this email, whenever a new email is going to be forwarded in our Gmail account by any of our potential clients, automatically that email is going to be captured as a response in our trigger right over here in this workflow that we are creating. So as I've copied this email from here, I'm going to open my Gmail account and I'm going to show you how with the help of this email we are going to fetch the data. For that, open your Gmail account that you want to connect with Pabbly Connect. So this is my Gmail account on which all my clients are going to forward their email. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this Gmail account to Pabbly Connect. For that, click on the settings button right over here. After click on settings, click on this all settings button. Okay, as we're going to click on the all settings button, you will be forwarded towards the settings of your Gmail account. Okay, and then on this panel you can see it says forwarding and POP/IMAP. So I'm going to click on this option, and over here it says forwarding. Next to forwarding it says add a forwarding address. We're going to click on this button. It is asking for us to select and enter the forwarding email address on which we want to forward all our emails to. So I'm going to paste it right over here, the forwarding email address that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And after that, we're going to click on this next button. It is asking for the forwarding to mail permission. I'm going to click on this proceed button. As I've sent, you can see it says a confirmation link has been forwarded to this email address for verifying permission. So as you can see, it says verify this email address. For verifying this email address, if I'm going to open a workflow that I've created and I'm going to scroll down, you can see we have received a response over here, and this is the response with the help of which we are going to find out the link which is going to help us verify this email address. Okay, so for that I'm going to scroll down in this response, and as we're going to scroll down, lastly it says body text. If I'm going to open this from here and I'm going to scroll down, you can see right over here link is provided to us in this body text. So I'm going to copy this link from here and I'm going to paste it in a new tab right over here. Okay, so I'm going to open this. And as I've done that, it says please confirm forwarding email to this email address to this forwarding email address. So I'm going to click on this confirm button. Okay, as we have done that, it says confirmation is successful. So now what we are going to do is, as the confirmation is now successful, I'm going to take you back to my Gmail account. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you can see over here this forwarding email address has been forwarded in this given options. I'm going to select it as forward a copy to the incoming email right away. So I'm going to select it and then I'm going to click on the save changes button. As we have done that, our Gmail account has now been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. So now whenever we're going to receive a new email in our Gmail account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that email. Okay, so now what we are going to do is to check the connection between our Gmail account and Pabbly Connect. What we are going to do is we are going to send a test email on our Gmail account and we're going to check whether we have received the response of that email in our trigger step or not. For that, what we are going to do is, firstly I'm going to open this from here. I'm going to scroll down and over here it says recapture email parser response. I'm going to click on this button and on yes right over here, as now we want to capture the response of the email that we are going to receive on our Gmail account. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to send a dummy email to my Gmail account with lead details. So now I'm going to send a dummy email to my Gmail account. So for the subject over here, I'm going to write it as inquiry about event management services. This is the subject over here, and for the body of my email, I'm going to write it as, so this is the body of my email. You can see right away it says, dear sir, ma'am, I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching out to inquire about our event management services. We are planning an upcoming seminar and are interested in learning more about how your team can assist us in organizing and executing a successful event. Here are the details: first name as demo, last name as lead, email as the dummy email, for the phone number, dummy mobile number, and the location as Bhopal. Could you please provide more information to our services, pricing and availability? Additionally, we would appreciate any brochure or case studies you can share to understand better offerings. Looking forward to your response and hoping to discuss this in more detail. Thank you, regards, demo lead. So this is the email. Okay, so this is the dummy email with the lead details, and over here for the recipient, I'm going to enter the email address that has been connected to Pabbly. So I'm going to enter the email address. So as I've entered the email address, now I'm going to click on this send button. As I've clicked on send, you can see an email has now been forwarded to the Gmail account which is connected to Pabbly Connect with the lead details. So as the email is forwarded, I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect workflow that I've created, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the new email being forwarded to my Gmail account or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow that I'm creating, and I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see over here in the response we have received the data of the new email that has been received to us, for the subject of the email being inquiry about event management services. You can see right over here. For the body of the email that we have received, so this is the body of the email that we have received, as you can see right over here with the lead details. So this means that email parser is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. So now whenever a new email is going to be forwarded to us on our Gmail account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So as now the email parser is connected to Pabbly Connect, whenever you're going to receive a new email on your Gmail account, you're going to capture the response of that email. Now if you want, you can add a filter in this workflow or in your Gmail account so that you can filter the type of emails that you're going to receive. Okay, I don't want to add a filter in this workflow, as I want that whenever any kind of email is going to be forwarded to my Gmail account by my support team or by my customers, I want to create contact subscribers and notify my team on Slack of every lead details that I'm going to receive in my Gmail account. Okay, so that is why I'm not adding the filter in this workflow right over here. Okay, but if you want, you can add a filter according to your requirement. So now after setting up the trigger step, if I'm going to show you the response that we have received, in this response we have received the full body of the email that has been forwarded to us by our leads, that is our potential clients. In this we have received the lead details, as you can see right over here in this big format. I want to take this details specifically out of this format right over here. Okay, and for fetching out this data, what we are going to do is we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application we are going to select it as Google AI Studio, that is Gemini. Okay, so I'm going to select this action application, and for the action event I'm going to select as generate content, as now we're going to fetch out the data of the lead details from the email that we have received. Okay, and then we're going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, it is asking for the API key. With the help of the API key, we're going to connect Google AI Studio, that is Gemini, to Pabbly Connect. So for having the access of the API key, over here the hyperlink it says Google AI Studio, we're going to click on it. As we are going to click on it, this page is then going to appear in front of you, and over here in the top left corner it says get API key. I'm going to click on it. As I'm going to click on it, the API keys page is then going to appear, and it says create API. I'm going to click on it, and it is asking for us to select a project. So I'm going to select a random project from here. I'm going to select the project, and then I'm going to click on this create API key in existing project. You can see an API key is generated. I'm going to copy this from here and I'm going to paste it in my Pabbly Connect, and then I'm going to click on this save button. As you can see that Google AI Studio, that is Gemini, has now been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. Over here, after connecting, it is asking for the text, that is the prompt that we want the results for. Okay, so as for the text, that is the prompt, I want to write it as you can see, this is the text, that is the prompt for which I want to generate the content for it. It says I want to extract lead details in array format from the email body. It's the email body right away. It says the details should be in a format, first name, last name, email and phone number, and it should only have these information in array format. So this is the prompt that I want to generate the content for. Okay, and for the email body over here, the data of the email body, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow, and how mapping works is that as soon as we're going to click on this field, it says email parser capture email parser. If I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Over here in the search bar, if I'm going to search for the body, you can see that this is the body of the email that we have received in our previous step. So I'm going to select this data from my previous response. As I've selected the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here in place of this map data is going to be updated. Okay, so this is the text, that is the prompt that I want to generate the content for. Next, it is asking for the modules. So for the modules over here, I'm going to select it as Gemini Pro. Okay, and for the methods, I'm going to select it as generate content, as I want to generate the content for the text right over here. Okay, after selecting all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response, and in the response we have received the data of our leads in an array format, like the first name, last name, email and the phone number of our leads. We have received it in an array format. So this means that as now we've successfully generated, that means we've successfully fetched out the lead details with the help of Google Gemini. Now we are going to create the contact of the lead in our HubSpot account, and for that we're going to add action step to this workflow. And for the action application, we are going to select it as HubSpot CRM, as I want to create a contact in my HubSpot CRM of the lead being generated. And then for the action event, I'm going to select it as create contact, as I want to create a contact of my lead in my HubSpot CRM account. Okay, so now a question might arise in your mind that if we are going to receive different type of emails on our Gmail account, a contact cannot be created of the emails which doesn't have the lead details. So if you want, you can add another action step in this workflow, and for the action application you can select it as filter by Pabbly, and in this filter you can apply a condition of that whenever response over here contains the email address of our lead. In this response, whenever there is going to be an email address of our lead, then only a contact should be created in my HubSpot account. Okay, so if you want, you can add a filter to this workflow according to your requirement. So as I don't want to add a filter, I'm going to delete this from here. Okay, so now I want to create a contact of the lead that we have received in our email. So for that, we selected our action application as HubSpot CRM, and for the action event as create contact, and then we are going to click on this connect button to connect HubSpot to Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection, or you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with HubSpot CRM. As you can see that we successfully authorized HubSpot CRM to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select the street address or other details of the contact that we want to create in our HubSpot account. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to create a contact in our HubSpot account of our leads. Okay, so over here it is asking for the details. I don't require the fields over here, so I'm going to skip the part. Okay, I'm going to be directly coming to the field that is the email right over here. As we have received the data of our lead, the email of our lead, so I'm going to map the data of the lead email from my Gemini response. Okay, after that, over here, if I'm going to scroll down, it is asking for the first name of our lead, so I'm going to map the data of the first name of our lead. I'm going to scroll down then, as I require all these fields. It is asking for the lead status. I'm going to select as new, as a new lead is going to be created. Okay, after that, it is asking for the last name of our lead, so I'm going to map the data of the last name of my lead. It is asking for the phone number of my lead, so I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my lead, and it is asking for all the other details, so I'm going to skip the part as I require them. After selecting all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. And as I'm going to do that, we're going to receive a response which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open a HubSpot account, and I'm going to check whether a new contact has been created to my HubSpot account or not. For that, I'm going to open my HubSpot account. So as you can see right over here, a new contact has been created in the name of demo lead. You can see right over here with the email as demo@example.com and with a dummy mobile number. So as now the contact has been created to my HubSpot account, this means that we fully created this connection between HubSpot and Pabbly Connect successfully. So now what is going to happen, that whenever a new lead is going to be received to us by our potential clients with the help of email, automatically that lead is going to be added as a contact in my HubSpot CRM account. So now the action setup is done. So after creating the contact, I also want to create a MailerLite subscriber of the lead. I want to create a subscriber in my MailerLite account. So for that, we're going to add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application, I'm going to select it as MailerLite. So for the action application, I'm going to select it as MailerLite, as I want to create a subscriber in my MailerLite account of my lead. And for the action event as create or update subscriber, as I want to create a subscriber in my MailerLite account of the lead. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, it is asking for the token with the help of which we are going to connect MailerLite to Pabbly Connect. For having the access of the token, follow the help desk given here below. I'm going to open my MailerLite account. So this is my MailerLite account, and we need to connect this account to Pabbly Connect with the help of this API token. So what we are going to do is we are going to generate a token. For that, from the left side of the panel, it says integrations. We are going to click on it. Under integration, it says API. We're going to click on this use button. And as we're going to do that, the developer API and API tokens page is going to appear in front of you. We're going to generate a new token by clicking on this plus button. For the name of the token, I'm going to give it as test token. Okay, I'm going to select this name right over here, that is test token. I will give all the API permissions right over here. Click on this I have read understood the API token requirements button, and then I'm going to click on this create token. You can see a token is created. I'm going to copy this from here and I'm going to paste it right over here, and with that I'm going to click on this save button. As you can see that MailerLite is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for the subscriber's email that we want to create, and over here the drop down is given, but we want to map the data of the email that we are going to receive with the help of Gmail. So what we're going to do is, for mapping the data, turn on this map bracket button right over here, erase this existing data from here. And now what we're going to do is, for the email of our lead, I'm going to map the data of the email. Okay, It is asking for the status. I'm going to select over here as active. Okay, it is asking for the groups. As I don't want to add this email in any specific group, so I'm going to skip the part. For the name of our subscriber, we're going to map the data of the first name and the last name of our subscriber right over here. It is asking for the company. I don't require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the phone number, so I'm going to map the data of the phone number. Okay, after filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response which is a positive response. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a MailerLite account and I'm going to check whether subscriber has been created in my MailerLite account or not. For that, I'm going to open a MailerLite account. So this is the subscribers page of my MailerLite account. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I refresh the page, you can see a subscriber in the name of demo@example.com has been created to my MailerLite account. I'm going to open the subscriber. So this is a subscriber that has been created to my MailerLite account with the name as demo, last name as lead, over here for the phone number, dummy mobile number with the other details. So this means that MailerLite has also been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. So now whenever a new lead is going to be received to us with the help of email, that lead is going to be created as a subscriber in my MailerLite account. Okay. So as we have created a contact and we have added a subscriber, now I want to send a notification to my team on the Slack channel that I've created with the lead details. So what we are going to do is we're going to add another action step to this workflow, and for the action application what we are going to do is we're going to select it as Slack, as I want to notify my team on my Slack channel that I've created. And for the action event as send channel message, as we want to send a message to our team on Slack with the lead details. Okay, after selecting the action application and the event, click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear. On which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with Slack. Over here it is asking for us to select the token type. It can be either user or bot. I'm going to select my token type over here as bot, and then I'm going to click on this save button. A new window is then going to appear in front of you, and we are going to click on this allow button right over here, as the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As you can see that we successfully authorized Slack to Pabbly Connect. Okay, after authorizing, it is asking for us to select a channel on which you want to send a notification to our teams. For the channel, I've created a channel in the name of new lead details. So what I'm going to do is for the channel over here, I'm going to search for new lead details and I'm going to select that channel. Okay, so on this channel I want to send the message to, so I'm going to select this channel right over here. Okay, next it is saying for the message that we want to forward to our team as a notification. So for the message that I want to forward to my team, I'm going to write it as, so this is the message that I want to forward to my team on Slack. Okay, it says new lead alert. A new lead has been received via email. The lead details, action required, please review the lead details and follow up accordingly. It is asking for the lead details data right over here, so I'm going to map the data accordingly. So for the first name, I'm going to map the data of the first name. For the last name, I'm going to map the data of the last name. Similarly for the email, I'm going to map the data of the email. For the phone number of my lead, I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my lead. It is asking for the HubSpot contact ID. So in this step, we have received the contact ID, so I'm going to map the data of this ID. And similarly for the MailerLite subscription ID, I'm going to map the data of the ID that we have received. Okay, after filling in all the required details, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As we have done that, we have received a response which is a positive response, and I'm going to open a Slack channel that I've created and I'm going to check whether a notification regarding a new lead being generated is forwarded to my Slack channel or not. For that, I'm going to open my Slack channel, and yes, you can see a notification regarding the new lead alert has been forwarded to my Slack channel with the lead details, as you can see right over here. So this means that we successfully created an automation using Pabbly Connect for this use case. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of an event management company and I receive the data of my leads with the help of the email that they forward me. So here my objective is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new email with the lead details, I want to create all the leads as a contact in my HubSpot account. And with that, I want to also add that lead as subscriber in my MailerLite account, and I also want to notify my team on Slack channel that I've created, telling them the new lead has been generated with the lead details. And for that, I've created this amazing automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is how you create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.